2. Yo, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Envy.
And your boy Oscar.
Followed by your boy Jay. And this is the Hype Empire, guys. Today's subject is going to be on mentoring. When it comes to mentoring, somebody doesn't just choose to be a mentor, or you don't just choose somebody to be your mentor. You know, you really got to look at it as in, how are the words or the actions of this person going to affect me, and are they going to make me a better person? Do you guys have any feedback on that?
Eric, you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead, go.
All right. So as far as mentors, yeah, I for me, like I like to pick and choose different people, right? And maybe not have just like one mentor, but maybe even have like 3 or 4. Maybe they're not even my mentors, you know what I mean? They're more like I'm just picking like certain specific characteristics of that person, you know, to to influence me, you know what I mean? So for example, like if it has to be like, I don't know, we'll say money, financial, right? Like I had an old boss, right? He used to invest a lot, right? He used to invest. Granted, he wasn't a good guy, he wasn't the best guy ever, but financially, that guy was smart. And so that's what I wanted to take from him. You know what I mean? And then like, I could take financial like advice, or like I could just look up to him like to see where I want, and then come over here and then like see what kind of work ethic I want to, show from this guy, you know what I'm saying? And then just like different characteristics. I mean, that's what I usually do as far as a mentor. I mean, like I said, to really choose one, it's kind of hard for me, but I usually just pick and choose like characteristics from different people to like help me grow myself,
The real question, I think, is, do you need a mentor? And I think to answer that question is no, but it helps extremely a lot as far as you, like we talked about in our other video, is cutting corners. Not cutting corners, like just not making, they make those mistakes and they're going to teach you what not to do. That's all a mentor does. Is a mentor has lived life. He's done what needs to be done to be successful. And along the way, he makes mistakes. What he's going to do, a mentor is going to do, is just sit down and tell you, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. I did this. It doesn't work. You do this. And this is what's going to work. That's all a mentor does. But I do think picking your mentor, and it's like Oscar said, some of them you'll agree with what they say, and some of them you don't. Like, it's like, damn, like Gary V. I watched a lot of his videos, and one of the things he always said was he's not a family man. Like he focuses so much on, I don't know if it's changed now, but he focuses so much on his career that he doesn't have time for his family. Like, and that's, I respect his work ethic. Like he always says, nobody's ever going to outwork him. But I don't want to ever get to that point. I don't want to beat Gary V, because I don't ever want to become that guy where I'm not there for my family. You know what I mean? So as far as his work ethic, yeah, I take that from him. But as far as like family advice, I mean, that's what I'm telling you. I don't think one mentor has everything that you want. So you just pick and choose, like, yeah, I like that, I like this, I like that. And you go with it from there.
Yeah, to add to what you guys were saying there's certain things that I'll see in a mentor, because I'll say this, I have lots of mentors because there's too many characteristics that I like out of everything. So even the bad ones, like you're saying that you don't like that he puts his family second. What I see out of that is this guy's determined. I like that quality. He's determined. He doesn't have to be determined when he doesn't have to be determined at work and not think about his family. I'm just thinking that I want to give my family that same energy too. And I want to show that drive and that dedication. So I'll see that and turn it into a positive for me. You might see it as a negative, but I think that's admirable. Somebody who's willing to work all the time, somebody who's not going to give up, and as part of mentors, there's things that I'm still learning that I was taught as a kid, but I didn't even realize it till like barely last week, even. You know, you would think that, oh yeah, I got these attributes from my family, and there's a few that you never really pay attention to, but until you're really faced with something like that, you're like, oh wow, that's why I'm a fighter. That's why I never give up. I maybe I did learn something, and those are the things that you want to give to that next generation. You don't want to just hold it with you, and that's where you can help your family. That's where you can say, well, this guy wasn't a family man, but he's just trying to help everybody. Because I've seen Gary Vee's speeches, and he's trying to make everybody better. But when are you forgetting to tell your family that if they need the one-on-one?
Yeah, that man goes hard on self build up. I mean, if you see his videos, man, that's why I love watching his videos. I'm not the kind of guy that is easily influenced by guys that are always talking, "Oh, you're lazy, you're this, you're." Yo, I'm not that. I'm kind of the guy that likes being pushed positively. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that works for everybody. That's why I'm telling you. You have to choose your mentor. You have to find somebody that you really look up to and say, I want to be like that guy. What drives him? Like, and Gary Vee, I want to be a positive influence. And I'm not saying that always works for everybody. Some people need to be like, yo, you're doing this wrong. You're being lazy. Some people do need to hear that. I'm telling you right now, some people do need to be talked to like that. I don't like being talked to like that. I'd rather like, yo, you can do it. Come on, man. You know what I mean? I got you. We'll push you together. You know what I mean? That's the kind of influencer I want to be and follow.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. I'm the same way. Like, I don't like when people try to like tear me down and say like you're lazy and you're doing this and you're not doing that. Um, I like to, I'll take the constructive criticism, but like to a certain extent, like, it's like, yeah, you did this good, but you could have done it better this way, or it would have been easier for you to do it this way. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And being in my line of work, like, like I'm in a leadership position, so it's like in a way, I have to be a mentor. You know what I mean? It's like I don't get to choose because there's people following me, and I have to set a good example. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like just in the line of work only, you know what I mean? I can give certain advice to where I've made mistakes. I've been in this line of work, we'll say 17 years. You know what I mean? So I've made my mistakes. I've grown to my potential. I didn't really have a good mentor ahead of me, so to follow. So that's kind of like what I'm trying to do now is be a mentor to the guys below me. You know what I mean? And show them my mistakes and tell them, hey, don't do this because that's what I did, and it didn't work out for me. You know?
You know, a lot of people learn from their own mistakes. So when I give advice, I'd be like, look, you can try it as many ways as you want, but this is going to work because I know it'll work. And as far as people being hard on me, at the moment, I get mad, but I get that and use it as fuel, and it pushes me harder because I'm going to show you, like I'm going to show you that I'm even better than you. And that's why when people are hard on me, it doesn't bother me in a way where I'm just gonna give up and let it eat me up inside. It's just I get angry inside. It builds a fire inside of me, and at the same time I can still take that and give it out and give it back to others that as I need to in a positive way. I won't take it and like start throwing people into the bus and you got to do this too. And you know, I still can transform it into being constructive and helping to motivate people.
And I think that's what I lack. Like in flag football, man, I'm more the perfectionist and I expect a lot from my people. And the ones people always tell me, man, well, Eric, why are you always yelling? Eric, why are you always mad? Here's the thing is if I'm not yelling at you, chances are I don't care. Like you're not a big role to me. Like Oscar and Jay can tell you, man, I yell at them a lot. And it's because I expect them. I hold them to a high standard. And I need them to do their job so we can win. Everyone else, if I'm not yelling at you, because I really not to sound mean or anything, because everyone plays a big role, but not really using you like that. And chances are, if I use you and you don't listen to me, I'm not gonna keep using you. But I use them a lot, so I need you to do your job. Like I need you to, when I call a play for you, you have to do it. I don't count on the other people like that. And granted, we don't play flag football anymore, and so that's what I'm telling you. I want to be more influential positively, but I can tell you like this: flag football, when we became the champs, it wasn't like that. Like it's more of a, you got to do your job because this is the only way we're gonna win. I mean, now I can tell you guys all cool and calmly, like, yo, because you did your job, we won. But in the moment, it's like what Jay was saying. You're gonna hear it from me because I need you to do your job right then and there. And tempers are flaring and everything. Like your emotions are high, and so you say it right then and there, and it has to make an impact. Like, yo, you messed up. Come on, you got to get your head back in the game.
Yeah, to add to that, nobody holds themselves to a higher standard than you can. And I'm really hard on myself, really hard. There'll be times where I'll walk away from something that didn't mean anything and I'll be like, did I do that right? What could I have done different? So I like to think a lot before I even say things, because especially if you're going to be a mentor and you don't even know it, people are listening to you. You got to watch how you say things because it might get interpreted the wrong way. So like I said, if somebody's yelling at me, I have to understand what they're yelling at me about. I don't just like turn it off right away and say, don't talk to me like that. I want to hear what they have to say because there's a good message coming. You just have to, like, hold it in and not get so angry with it and be like, okay, this is the message. And at the same time, you can tell yourself, I can do what this person just did to me, but better. I'm
And
always looking to improve my situation, somebody else's situation, to be better for the next person.
and I think it just goes back to the end goal. Me, Jay, and Oscar all had the same end goal. They understood. I hope they understood at the end of the day why I was doing it. If you suck as a quarterback, if I sucked as a quarterback, I was really garbage, and I'm yelling at them. Well, I guarantee you they're gonna yell back at me because I mean, what the freak are you yelling at? Like, yo, we haven't even won a game all season. You're really gonna get mad at me? At those points where I'm yelling at them, we're going against tough teams where you can't make mistakes. Like, and I'm not even gonna say tough teams because I don't care. Like I told you guys before, I'm really competitive. If we're winning 100-0 and they score one touchdown, you're gonna hear it. And it's not because I want to win like that. Well, it is because I want to win like that. But that mistake can happen at a crucial time, and I need you to understand why you can't be doing that. Like, if you didn't understand, I'm going to tell you my point of view, why that happened. And cool, you were tired, whatever. The game was over. That's cool, whatever. But there's going to be a point in the game where we're tied up, and you make the same damn mistake. Like, yo, because I've seen it. It's repetitive. Like you do that one thing, and you think it's just that one game, but no, it's not. It happens to you again on a crucial time, and I can't have you making those mistakes.
Yeah, going back to what Jay was saying is about like holding yourself to a higher standard. I think for me to a certain point, actually I might do it. I don't know if it's a bad thing, but I do hold myself to a higher standard, but I think it's almost to a flaw. Like almost like I come down on myself pretty hard. You know what I mean? And like for me, I don't know. It's I start getting down on myself and stuff. Like it takes other people to like, hey, you know what? No, man, like you that was good. Like don't worry about it. You know, it's not that bad. You know. So I don't know. For me, I kind of do it to a flaw, but yeah, I agree with Jay. Like you hold yourself to a higher standard, and you're your own worst critic.
And I
Yeah,
think with
yeah,
me,
when you do that, you can't you can't let anybody, and that means including yourself, bring yourself down. You gotta fight, man. You gotta fight. It
and I
has to be in you.
yeah, and I
Yeah,
think with me, it's a constant. It's a fire. Like I freaking hate myself because I made a mistake. Like, and people, that's why when people start talking crap to me, like it doesn't bother me because again, you're not going to be as hard on me as you're not going to be hard on me, harder than me than I am on myself. Like you're not. I hold myself accountable so much for flexible. And the funny thing is, if I can transition that into life, I'd be the next Gary Vee, no lie. But that's why I want to have the passion, the same passion like this. But it's kind of hard because I'm gonna tell you why. People aren't gonna listen to you till you're successful, regardless if you're us. We're speaking knowledge. Telling them the truth. But it's not until you have something that they want that they're gonna start listening to you, and you're gonna say the exact same thing you're saying now. Then they're just not gonna listen to you now, because they're gonna say, "Who are you guys?" It's not until you have something that they want that's when they're gonna start listening to you. But that's dumb. That's what I'm telling you. Advice can come from anywhere, from anyone. It can be a homeless man, and just learn everything that he didn't do. You know what I mean? Just learn from all his mistakes.
And that's exactly why I said I have hundreds of mentors, because I know that you can get good advice anywhere, even from a little kid, even from somebody who has nothing. Just because he has a bad life, or a life that you wouldn't choose, doesn't mean that he doesn't have something to say. So I have hundreds of mentors, because there's no one person out there that I'm exactly like. I learned from too many different people, even people who are gone, looking at quotes and scriptures, even in the Bible and whatnot. It just helps. It just helps put your life into perspective, into what you want it to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. You guys good?
Yeah, I think it's good.
All right, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed
Well,
the.
I have a question. I want to hear in the comments that, if, because I have like a lot of quotes and, like I said, scriptures that I look at a lot. Would you guys like to see something like that on our, what do you guys put it like, on Instagram or Facebook every day, that shows some type of motivation? Would that be something people are interested in looking in? Because there's a lot of them out there.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
If
like a
you
weekly quote.
if you go
Yeah.
into my TikTok, there is nothing. 90% of it is inspirational quotes. Like it's from um motivational speakers, influencers, stuff like that. Like, and it's just nothing but positive stuff. Like, and not even it's positive, but some of it is hard. Like, the reason you're not successful is because you're lazy. The reason you're not successful is because you have to do this. You have to live a certain lifestyle. And in all honesty, it's easier not to. It's easy to be
Mhm.
lazy. It's easy just to sit there. But I have a bunch of videos like that, and it's just a
Yeah.
constant reminder. Like every time I look at TikTok, I like to see, okay, well, first of all, I probably shouldn't be on TikTok right now. I should be
Right.
doing something else. And that's why I like constant reminder on my Instagram. It's the same thing. Like it's constantly influencers and all that. And yeah, I think it's just like that. I think you have to constantly remind
Yeah.
yourself. And I think, like what you're saying, Jay, I think if, again, on the hype, if you just constantly influence people, if you build them up, who wouldn't want that? I know I
Yeah.
do.
The latest one I've heard that's probably got me on it on a different level this year is, are you comfortable? Why? Why are you comfortable?
And
You
that's a
know,
bad thing,
every
guys.
yeah,
That's a
everybody
bad
wants to
thing.
get into that place where, oh no, let me get right here, and I don't want to do that right now. It's just getting uncomfortable. You got to get uncomfortable. You got to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable, and that's the work, guys. You gotta just get up. You can't let yourself talk yourself out of success.
And it's easy. It's easy just to watch TikTok all day. It's easy to watch and be influenced, but not do a damn thing about it. Yeah, at the end of the day, you have to get up and do something about it. Like again, us doing this, we're
Yeah,
pushing to do this. I mean, we're actually
yeah,
doing something. We're not just sitting here contemplating for a whole year. Should we do it? We just got up. We're gonna make mistakes, but at least we're doing it.
yeah. As part of us being those, I guess you can even say, mentors to others, I want to know if people would really appreciate that, because
Yeah,
I think we can put something up every once in a while.
yeah, I think we should. I think we should. Let us
All
know in
right.
the comments. Uh, what kind of quotes you guys want. I know Jay, you got some spiritual ones. Eric, I know you have some spiritual ones. Um, I can come up with some. I have a lot of quotes from businessmen and financial advisors.
All right, yeah, you guys let us know in the comments, man. Love you guys. Hey, we really, really, truly, truly, truly appreciate you guys that get down in the comments. Ashley, huge shout out. I know you've been really writing different comments, different essays.
Yeah,
Yvonne, Suze, I mean,
Joanne,
Yvonne, Joanne, and
Maritza, Ruth,
yeah, all of you guys, man, our wives,
our wives.
Yo, we really appreciate it, and we really feel blessed that you guys do that, because we know it takes time out of your day to do that. You guys don't have to, but you guys go out of your way to do it. Love every single one of y'all. God bless. To the next.